Greetings all, Danny here for Scorpio's weekly message. Okay, yes, okay, you guys wanted to be seen, thank you. So Scorpio, the first card that came out for you is the Six of Swords. Moving away from combative, lying, and deceitful situations. The swan is carrying you, it's flying away. Literally, though, it is flying you away from the situation where the crows and the swords are at a standstill point, but there is still something someone was not being clear about. Someone was not sharing everything that you needed to know. And your guardians were protecting you in the removal of this situation. Remember that rejection is divine protection. Sometimes we want things because our ego desires them, but our soul does not want them because they know that it does not serve the greatest and highest good. It does not serve the ultimate happiness, the ultimate development of your soul. And so Spirit will place things in to reject and protect you from these situations. But the ego so often gets hurt as it does. You do though, have the King of Wands here and Death in reverse. Now, Death in reverse is it's an interesting card to read because some people immediately see the card Death and get very scared from it. Or if you actually know what it means, you know that it means change. And in reverse, it means an inability or a desire to not change. And, I mean, who wants to change, really? It's difficult, it's uncomfortable, you feel like you don't know yourself, you have to relearn so much. It's very frustrating. But when you get to this point of stability, it could become very stagnant. And I don't want you to become stagnant because, I mean, the King of Wands, he has success. He has the ambition and the drive. But I feel a lack of happiness. I feel a lack of fulfillment. And I want you to be willing to shift in what you want and what you desire. Yeah, I feel like that's what's happening here. Nine of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Wands. You are not fulfilled in the situation and you're going to choose something else, something inherently different. And this could create a lot of pushback. This could create a lot of people being upset. Like, why are you doing this? You have a perfect job. You have a perfect life. But if you're not happy, is it really perfect? What someone else thinks is perfect, what someone else thinks is ideal, doesn't mean that that is that for you. You have your own perspective. You have your own idea. And maybe you need to take some time to decide what that looks like. Because you notice how at a standstill they are. How they are surveying what's going on. But look, they're not alone. They have people following them, supporting them, and guiding them. As you do as well, Scorpio. You have people watching over you, guiding you, wanting you to fulfill yourself and what makes your soul truly happy. And that's going to look different for everyone. It might not be the idea that you had when you were younger. Spirit is offering you a new opportunity. Look out for signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Subtle ways that speak to you in... You're just like, huh, that's a funny coincidence, or that's a little weird. It's not a coincidence. It's not weird. It's spirit. Spirit cannot speak to you the way I do. They are in a different realm than us. They use conduits, yes, but they cannot always use us to speak to you. They have to use signs, symbols, synchronicities, the music that comes over the radio, the inspiration that pings in your head in the middle of the night and you can't think of anything else. So you have to make something. You have to create something. These are all ways that Spirit speaks to you. Becoming aware of how they speak to you specifically, Scorpio, is going to aid you in your journey because you will know when these confirmations are coming through. Perhaps crows are an image for you. Crows are so often misunderstood, but are some of the most beautiful, powerful, and intelligent deliverers of messages from Spirit. They are working in shadow, and shadow is not something to be afraid of, my love. Shadow is not something to be afraid of. It is where we all come from. We are born in the darkness of the mother's womb, in the darkness of the cosmos. We are born from shadow. And it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Just like light is not a good thing. It doesn't, those labels don't mean a positive or negative. It is the energy that is associated with it. The smoky mirror has come out to clear up what is trying to be reflected in your life. Some things are coming through and it's a little difficult to understand. These are challenges. The giveaway came out as well. Whatever it is you have removed yourself from, whatever it is was not fulfilling you in this Nine of Wands, is what you must give away. In Nine of Cups, I'm sorry. Is what you must give away. Is what you must release. And note how liberating it is for her. As she gives it away, Spirit gives her wings. Spirit gives her the ability to see and fly above everything else. The 23 on the card adds up to 5, and 5 is the number of change. You finally accepted that change is going to happen. Things will have up and downs. That's part of life, my love. You can't deny that, and you can't reject it simply because it's frustrating to deal with. You have lightning and earth here for you. Power of the sky and the earth itself. You have illumination and fertile grounds to grow upon. So there is literally nothing that is going to stop you except for the limiting beliefs you lay upon yourself, or these thoughts from other people, the thoughts from your old coworkers, parents, spouse, partners, your friends that are all saying like, why are you doing this? You're fucking up your life. If you are not happy, then it's not worth it. If you are not happy, if you are not fulfilled, then is it truly worth it? Because if you're not happy with it now and you just continue with it, years down the line, you're going to get more and more resentful, more and more angry, more and more hateful, and then no one will be happy. Yes, people might not understand why you're doing what you're doing. People might not see it as important, but maybe that just means that they don't need to come with you where you're going. Maybe that just means you're going to be liberated from people who have such a limited mindset. And you will truly meet people who have a higher mindset, have a more complete, wholesome, and endearing mindset of what life can really be, instead of accepting a status quo of a corporate job in a suburb house. Your idea of happiness is allowed to look different from other people, Scorpio. So if you don't know what that is, then it's time to explore. What makes you, the unique individual that you are, happy? What lights you up? What inspires you? What stirs your heart's energy and makes you just thrilled to see the world in a new day? And spend more time in that energy. Spend more time discovering that part of yourself. Because you might find an entire new group of people, an entire new phase of yourself that you never knew existed until you gave it some time, attention, and space to breathe. This new version, this new life you want, it needs space to breathe. So you have to get rid of what you don't want so it has space in your life, my love. Have a beautiful day, Scorpio.